What's going on? What's going on? Oh man, can you hear me now? I was trying to make it a silent stream. Oh, just no sound. I was trying, but nope. I can type at the same time. The phone be like when I'm trying to type. Oh man, Jesus Christ. What's up, brothers? What's up, brothers? Finally, the those are set up. Um, John was here basically almost all day with me. We was trying to, cause my Wi-Fi power brick or power strip or whatever you want to call that joint, um, got disconnected out of Wi-Fi. It's not going in, same port connection. So we tried a thousand things, a thousand things to do, and nothing. We couldn't get it to work. So he's gonna come next week again with his computer. He's gonna get in the router, and we're gonna see if we get the thing up and working. Um, so it could have its own Wi-Fi line without being connected at the same power source where every Wi-Fi device here is connected. Salt Reef. So yeah, man. So that's what we did today. We adjust the lights. Finally, we read the part again. First time we did it, I was cooking everything in here, even though things are live. Corals for me, in a way, once they get it adapted to a certain intensity of lighting, they won't care much. They won't care much about. They will care, but if they already used to it, it's nothing can happen unless something big happen in the water column. But um, I'm noticing couple corals that I don't know much about them, not behaving good, I guess, with that intensive lighting that I had before. So he came by today with the par meter, and we set everything already uh, nicely. So we're getting 350 on the top, around there, 3 to 320, 350, depending on the area. 2 to 180 in the middle, and 120 to 100 in the bottom. So John. So that was a good thing going on here today with the part meter and going through a headache with that power Wi-Fi brick, whatever that shit's called. But uh, John, I tested alkalinity again. I sent you a message on IG. It did drop. I guess whatever test I did earlier, it was wrong. So it did drop to 7.5. So I'm gonna bring it up. Those on the two part to where I want it. I already set the doser to the 24-hour period, not the 12-hour period that we had. So everything is Gucci. And I did lower the 12-hour we had. So everything's gonna be good. Everything's gonna be good. If I gotta add a little more, then we add a little more. Uh, and we'll see. We'll see if it's gonna stay stable. Do it at 200 mil. All right, all right. So I increased the dosage. That sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. Now I'm just getting ready for rep Orlando. Nice, nice. You, me both, Jim. You gotta wait for the longest. So, but yeah, man, we got this joint working. So I cleaned the skimmer finally. It's looking spotless. I gotta do now the reactor. The reactor is getting not so much water through it. It just got a little rip going in there. So I got tired. Cleaning the skimmer, that's some work. That's kind of like working 8 hour shift. So what I did, I just left it alone. I cleaned the skimmer. My DIY collection cup is working flawless. Can't complain about that. So now I gotta clean the reactor, and I think we're good to go. Then, of course, the media section, because I know it's a lot of detritus stuck in there. Um, and then I'll do last the return pump area, and then we're good to go. Some will be cleaned completely. Then we move to the power heads, and that way the whole system is up to 100%. Now that we got everything, I guess where it needs to be. So now it's a waiting game. Now we're gonna see things hopefully grow faster, the usual, because yesterday I showed you guys those little already. Haha, nice. Yesterday I showed you guys the Monte Cat, right, John? That was insane. How fast it grew. Those little petals that I broke off when the monkey was dying, they all got together already and became one colony. It's it's insane how fast that went. Cause what? That was a month, 3 weeks ago when I had the situation with the tank. 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago, the phosphate situation, and in 4 weeks, those three little pieces or four pieces attached to each other, and that surprised me big time because I don't see the same grow rate in this tank here. So something good is happening, I guess, in the DNT with the light setup that this one is wasn't having it. So I think I'm gonna start taking pictures of everything as John suggested and and see the difference now once everything settles down to the dosing cold water instead of putting in the ATO. The new light settings, which I like so much. So thank you, John, for putting up with my BS. You know, I got a million questions and some questions don't make sense. uh, and that's so you can see, like, no matter what, if I have a nice tank, I still don't know a lot of stuff. So sometimes I go by gut feeling, so trying to prove other people wrong, but it always come back and bite me in the ass. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes it work what I do. So high range nitrate Hana checker, nice. Yo yo, hey Kenny, my bad, bro. I didn't ship it today. It's still sitting in there. Look, it's right there. I didn't have time. Me and John was working here for a while. Um, no lie, guys, we was here what 5 hours, John, since what 11 o'clock in the morning. But I got you. I got you. Tomorrow is closed, so I do it on Monday afternoon if it's open when I get out of work. Or you never know. I take a trip and steal a nub from your Walt Disney. So I had another coral that was not going downhill. I think it was the light. There's no doubt about it. It was the light, or it's something in here that I'm not noticing. Um, but the RTN really quick, and once we lower the light, it stopped. So maybe it was the light, but it's been sitting under the heat for a long time. So I don't know why I decided today it was time to go away. So well, hopefully those little two. little two little nuts that is in there. It makes it through like that one right there, and everything be good now. Everything be Gucci now. Things are things are happy today. Look at that green slimy. The green slimy is doing good. Look at all those polyps. Look at all those polyps saying hi. The chiller's doing good, bro. The chiller's doing good. I have to put this fan over here so I could blow away the heat from the light. But then again, I was running those lights at super high intensity, so even the fans couldn't keep them cool. So now, the minute we lowered it down to the right setting, so it went away the fan noise. So now I doubt it is gonna turn on as much unless it's super hot outside. But the chiller is working together with the fan, so they both turn on at the same time. It will blow the heat away from the top of the tank, and the water cools down like in a period of I would say 3 hours is back to normal temp. So it's working. It's working good. You need a piece of grease slimer? I got you. Look at that. Right there. It's happy. Or if you want a bigger one, I got you. It's another one here laying sideways. If not, we give you this one. Bro, I don't care. Look at the corn pop. I mean yeah, no, no. Pop. What is it? Corn pop? No, it wasn't corn pop. Corn pop. Yeah. You see how that looks? I named that corn pop. No, no, but I didn't change the light. I was running them too high. So Kenny sent me the other 16 HD and the Noopsy. I was going with the factory setting that they have for SPS, and they were they were jamming. They were putting 700 parts, bro, on top. In the middle, like 600, 400. So, because they have all the channels at 95% for SPS, that's their setting. But I'm pretty sure it's for some serious tanks and some serious height. And plus, I got them too low. I got to bring them a little higher too, the lights. But then they were crossing each other with the prime. The prime they had a setting that got sent to me. Um, and I did like that setting, but this one is where we need to be. So hey, they say, oh, if your corals don't look good, you don't have enough light. Listen, I have more than enough light in the tank right now. In both, in both. When it came to par, I didn't have no problem with par. I John, I had no problem with par. We had too much par in the tank, but no, it's fixed. So it's where it needs to be. Um, we just gotta wait now. We just did it today, so we just gotta wait now and see how things are gonna develop from here on. Look at the Aiken you gave me. All the heads. We were cooking some cutoff. Yeah, it grew all those heads already. It's doing really good. Did I say yesterday what happened to one of my fish? I did lose one fish. Still don't know. I can blame it on the new fishes that I had in the past week for my birthday gift. Okay, voy ahora. And I don't know. I don't know. Every other fish here look seems to be fine. Um, I don't know exactly what happened. I'm clueless. I noticed the same behavior of the other fish. Started breathing fast. Stayed in the corner. Didn't want to move. No, no, not Marvin. My boy got me a female Mandarin, and I couldn't make it the same day to go get it. So she went through a lot of stress all day being in a bag. Um, in his job, it was kind of cold. He had on a book bag, but then he put it back in the tank at night, and I went the next day and pick it up. So by the time all that happened, she was already stressed. I put her in the tank, and she just died. Then he got me a Moorish idol, a baby Moorish idol. That's one of the fish in the future I want to get. But he went and got it, so I want to pick it up. And the fish was doing good. Like fish was eating, it was super healthy. I did a stream, and he started breathing heavy right on the stream, and I said, hold on, this fish started breathing heavy. Don't know why. Next day I woke up. I try to feed him every morning before I was going to work. What, last me like 2, 3 days. Um, Before I went to work, I was feeding him so he don't stay hungry throughout the day. And that morning he didn't want to eat after the stream. So the next morning he didn't want to eat. I came home by 3 o'clock. He was already gone. So exactly what people describe about that fish. That he's good 1 minute, and then next thing you know, he's gone. You should put in a dark bag. Yeah, yeah, true, true. But my boy bought them, and that was the LFS. LFS think that you just going from the store to the house. He didn't know all the stress that fish was gonna go through. I'm not laughing as being a funny thing. I'm laughing about it was a freaking mission. Nobody gonna want to be inside a freaking bag more than 24 hours. So enough the stress they go coming from wherever they come from. But yeah, so the more shadow die, and the next day I noticed my Telspot Blenny started behaving the same way, and he just was right here in this corner, wasn't moving. Um, I put the pointing stick, then he moved to the back. That was it. I didn't see him till I woke up through the night, see if I could see him somewhere. I couldn't find him. And next morning, I go to the tank, and there he is, getting eaten by the hermit crabs. By the time I saw him, he was already in the skeleton. They ate that, man. They ate that fish in a lightning strike. That was too fast. Yeah, definitely, definitely, Angel. So sucks, man, because I wanted a female Mandarin for Marvin. I'm gonna go another place they got around here where they do quarantine fish and all that. Right now, I cannot set up a quarantine tank, so any fish I get gotta go to freshwater dip and in the tank. I do have to get a cleaner goby for this tank. I'm trying to find the hybrid one, the yellow one, the same one I got in the 40. Um, I like that little guy. I call them my little sharks. But I think that be the last fish I get for this tank. I'm not gonna get no more. If all these other fish they stay healthy and they pull through or whatever is in the tank, I'm treating the tank right now to internal parasites and also for external parasite, marine velvet, anything. Um, to see if there's anything. I mean, they look good right now. The only one that looked bad that's kind of looking like my old female clown is my other. I guess my other new female clown now. Yeah, I don't know where she at. I don't see her. Where are you? Where are you, baby? Where are you? Are you back there? Don't tell me you're dying. I didn't even see you dying. No, she's right there. All right. So her scales is looking kind of like the other clown. She's losing weight. She's still eating fine, just like the other one. Just same behavior. She's breathing, but clowns do breathe kind of heavy. But she's fine. She looks good right now. But again, I can see her going downhill. Um, you can start seeing the line right next to her body. The scales kind of look like a dry skin, like snake skin. Um, the eyes kind of like a fussiness in the eyes. So there she is. You can start seeing the a little half of the body. You can see the line. So hopefully with the treatment I'm doing right now, she will be okay. Inshallah. Inshallah. I think she's the female, but the other one's getting big too. So, but hopefully she makes it through. I paid $90 for that little fish. And it was just a tiny little baby. Petco sold it to me as a frostbite clownfish. Frostbite clown. And that's what I call it, a frostbite clownfish. Alright, let me give it some food, guys. They think I was gonna feed the tank. I fed the tank earlier. I'm just gonna put a little more. Yeah, man, things happen. Things happen. I'm just hoping now nothing crazy is gonna go. I don't want to lose more fish, man. It sucks when you lose fish. Look, she's eating from my hand right now. She don't mind eating from my hand. Here, brother. You got mucho, mucho, mucho food. Yeah, it sucks, Angel, man. This thing sucks. Big time. Big time, big time, big time. There you go, my cleaner. That's my shark. Beware of my shark. Alright, we're not buffering, right? Anyway, we're not gonna be on today too long because my phone has not, I don't have full battery. I only had a like 40% battery. Um, that's why I was trying to do a silent stream because I was gonna have the phone on the charger without me doing nothing and moving the phone around. Oh, for real? Okay, okay. That's good to know about clowns. Yeah, I seen that a lot too, compared to the regular Celeras, Maroons and all that. You're right. I see them like smaller than especially the white ones. They don't grow that big. You know about that a lot. So if if you still have some angels, I mean, some angels, yeah, some angels clowns with you. If I lose on the clowns I got, then we gotta talk. I get a pair from yours, even if I gotta drive where you at, bro. I don't care. This thing has to, but I'm gonna wait. Hello, Rescue. I'm gonna wait, because it's a lot of things. The probably the 3 month periods are gonna change. Um, for the best. Nothing for the nothing crazy. It's not like I'm leaving the hobby or nothing like that. So I'm staying in here. I'm good. I'm good here. Uh, just sharing what I went down today. My sump is looking like a full sump. You see that? You see that? Look at that. Look at that DIY collection cup. Working like a champ. I think that's the that so far out of all the DIY I have made, that's the best one so far. I mean, I do love my fish trap. One day we're gonna do a stream and I'm gonna pull my fish trap so you guys can see how fast that joint works. Um, maybe it make me look wrong on the stream, but I don't care. So this thing look just exactly like it came, like it's part of the. Yeah, bro. I look and I did it for the dosing container. I got other projects here going on. I'm gonna do a CO2 media reactor. I'm ready. I'm ready. I made one for Kenny's right there, and I'm gonna sell them. I'm gonna make DIY ones, and I'm gonna sell them, and this is all that's gonna come in it. You're gonna get the bottle with carbon for the smell. It goes connected there. You could get either, I think this is 1/4. You can get a quarter one or the 3/8. Um, I'm using the quarter one for my skimmer because this hose it kind of tight on the skimmer one, but you gotta push it in good. But then once you get it in there, it's good because it's not going nowhere. You don't need to tie it with nothing. And this cap right here is carbon for the smell. So water goes in through here, the skimmate boom falls in here, and then this for any smell coming out. It's got holes in the bottom. It has to go through there. Then you wanna change it, you just boop, take this cap off, change the carbon. Yeah, I just saw it because it's lately what they've been doing videos about, that I see, the videos that I got to see. They talking a lot about the CO2 and all that, and bro, the prices are crazy. Like something like this tile, whatever, with the carbon and all that. They want freaking like $80. Bro, I didn't even spend only $11 in this whole thing right here. If I do in the bigger one, it's $12. That's it. So, I gotta make a profit if I do them for sale, so I'm not trying to get rich. But it's a good piece of equipment that everybody can afford. Instead of buying those, just to collect weight, bro. $80 just to collect. Come on, that's insane. That's insane. And the same thing with a CO2 reactor or media reactor, whatever you want to call that joint. Like something they just put a media inside and airs go through it, not even water. And the prices are also crazy. Nah, man. Like, I understand, you know, the product quality and all that, but it's just a plastic container. You drop it, it's broken. That happened to my skimmer lid or cup or whatever cap. I dropped it and like a boom, it's broken. So I bet you I dropped this thing maybe a couple times, it won't break that easy. And if it does, it does. But I'd rather lose $6 that I paid for this container than go crazy and don't find another collection cup for a skimmer. You know what I'm saying? Like it's because either they discontinue or whatever, like the case may be. So like certain things that we could DIY ourselves, is fine to do. It's no. Cause it's crazy. It's crazy, and it looked clean. You know, if it looked like the dosing containers right now. You know, yeah, you can make them out of anything, bottled water, whatever you want to make them of. But if you want to buy something that looks nice, that is made for salt water, um, what a freaking container, same thing, $50, $70, $80, $40. When that $8, it holds, I will say, like a more than 1,000 mils in there, more than 1,000. Like that will last you all forever and ever. I'm in Connecticut, so all you need, go to Amazon, you buy this in a pack, boom boom, tan tan chuleria. Then you buy the little straw, the polycarbonate tubing for the arrow line, and you be all set. That's it. You know, you do have to do some research, you know, and you save mad money when you DIY a couple things, you know. I could tell you, as all the many DIY I have made so far, I could tell you which ones are worth it and which ones are not worth it. Like this sump that I did here is not worth it for the price and for the looks that I was looking for. I might as well put another $100 on it and would have bought a one made already, you know, with the same space or even probably even a little more space. But the only part that is worth it is that I built it to my liking. That's the only part that is worth it. But the price that I invest in it, you think, oh, $20 per gallon. Okay, $20 per gallon. $20 plus tax, 21. Then you buy the baffles. The baffle was 120. So now it's not $20 no more. Now it's $140. Then you gotta buy silicone. How much silicone do I need to put all those baffles together in a good way that's not gonna come off? And even I put matte silicone in it, I got a piece of it that got loose. So that's not bad, bro. 3 hours for you, that's not bad. So, you know, we're talking about what? If you buy the big bottle, but I like to buy the one that are made for aquariums. So I went to pick one, but the ones they got there, and they sell them for $12 a piece. So I bought two of them. So now we up to $164. Then I bought paint to paint the freaking thing, and I painted two colors, one panel black, one the bottom blue. So we took about another $14 on top of that, plus the labor and the hours. You know, like when you kind of think about it, is was it worth it? I'd rather put $400 and get the one that I posted on Instagram. That was it, and it's already built. It has all the bells and whistles that I need. I don't have to add parts on it. It has to put the dosing container thing to put pros. Right now, I have to add that this to hold the dosing thing, then that to hold the pH probe. Nah, it's not. It's not like when you think about it, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Sometimes doing certain DIY, not all of them, but certain DIY. So going back to the subject, I'm gonna be making these from now on. So I'm gonna make a good 25 at least. 25 small, 25 big, and see how it goes. See how it goes. You know, try to sell them for affordable price, free shipping, um, and we go from there. We go from there. I'm gonna make a nice box for it, a nice logo for it. I already got something in mind, and we're gonna be cooking. Same thing with the dosing container. Maybe we do a combo. Combo. Make the money and the shipping worth it. You know. You got a dosing container and a waste collection cup. Look at that. There we go. Another idea. Oh, you don't have it no more? Man, you were serious about it, huh? I thought it was, something at the moment, but you were serious. It happens. Don't get me wrong. It happens. Sometimes I'm in the same boat. Um, Especially when things either don't go the way you want it to go, or your surroundings is they don't support what you're doing. So you feel like left alone that you're doing all this on your own and the support for it. Look at all these polyps, man. It's happy again. So hopefully it won't die. Yeah, yeah, and people want things fucking cheap. That's another thing, you know. Are you gonna connect? And come on, reconnect. Reconnect. Thank you. Told you, it'll always come back. Am I gonna go buffering again? I apologize. Hopefully not. Hopefully yeah. Hopefully not. Hopefully no. I should leave the phone alone. That's another thing. I'm moving this phone too much. Oh, I could hear you. You could hear me. Thank you, bro. I'm over here. Yo, I went through a freaking story when I realized that the screen was buffering. I said, I'm gonna leave it alone right there. Hopefully it don't go. And it's charging too. Let me check if it's charging. We're here. I don't want to charge. I don't know, man. This phone is all messed up. I need a new phone. The only way, the only way is probably like this. It could charge. Let's see. Yeah, right there, but it's gonna change the way it looks. So bear with me for now, like that. It don't look bad. It's just two black pillars on the side. You know what? Oh yeah, now we're having go by. So pretty soon, let's see. Damn, the dulcer went off. And I didn't even hear it. Huh. You gotta check this joint, make sure the is. Anyway, I gotta bring my alkalinity up slowly but surely. So alkalinity, calcium was good. So I know you gotta put equal two parts, but the calcium was good. So only dose a little bit. I'm doing it 20 mils at a time a day, not by the hour. 20 mils a day until I bring it up. Because when I dose, if I dose 30 mils, it goes up 4 points. I don't want to go up that fast. I mean, even I know corals can take, because this morning was 8.0 and now it's 7.5, so I could bring it up with no problem. It's not like a big time that it change. I done it before, so and they seems to be good. But I'm waiting for those first 20 mils to go through the system that I test later, see where everything's at. Then we do this again. Let me turn off this joint. Gotta find a better connection for this light. Now that I finally put it through here. Come on, you can go through there. Yep. So Sauls, the minute you ready for your tank, let me know, bro. I will help you in what I can. Like I told you before, everybody here is very helpful. Um, they know their stuff. So some are more quiet than others, but they do know their stuff. So you ask questions and they quick to answer. Damn, stray reefer. I wanted to say this to you, bro. Well, one, I woke up late, then I went outside, and when I came back, John was here, so I couldn't go out no more. Yeah, bro, no problem. That's what we're here for, man. Like when I started this hobby, I didn't have. Wow, my bad that I changed the subject real quick. My tank is full of copper pots. I thousands of copper pots on the glass, and especially in the DNT. So the Mandarin gotta be happy. Yeah, he's picking up the glass. Yeah, so when I started the hobby, I'm a lone ranger, so I like to learn a lot of things on my own. I like to make mistakes so I can learn from them. That's the typical person that I am. I'm very handy. I like to do a lot of things myself, and when I started reefing, you know, I remember I bought a 70. Excuse me, I bought a 75 gallons with I think it was a 30-gallon sump, a huge, or maybe yeah, like a 30, yeah, I think it was a 30-gallon sump. And I remember getting to the house, looking at these two things. I didn't have an overflow. I didn't know what was an overflow. I didn't know that I needed an overflow to connect the sump. So I bought this sump for $300, and the tank it was on a special sale. But I remember sitting home and saying, "What the heck I'm getting myself into?" Just because I saw a pair of clownfish at Petco, and with the sump situation, I got scared. Like literally, I got scared. I went and returned the stump back. And I said, now, you know what? I'm going to run this thing with a canister filter. And that's how I went about. I bought a hang-on bass skimmer. Uh, I had a canister filter and what was the other thing? The light. That's it. And it wasn't this light that we get now. It was a bar strip. And that's how I started. Little by little, making mistakes. Went through 1,000 fish. Nice. When you move, nice. That'd be nice, pa. That'd be nice, and may God let you do that. Buy your house. That's everybody's dream, buy your own house and where you can do whatever the fuck you want. Feel me? And it will come through. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep working for it. And yeah, man. Uh, set up that tank, and like I say, anything you need, we're here, bro. We're here. Cause this hobby is something nice, man. It's something that just brings you so much peace, even when the world around you is falling apart. You just like you guys see me. I sit here and maybe next day I forget what I talked about in the stream before, but I'm at peace. I'm at peace. I'm sitting here in front of the tank looking at this beautiful that God created and just amazed. And I feel relaxed. Period. So it's a good thing. And when you meet good people, that makes it even better. You're gonna meet assholes. That's part of this thing. But you also meet a lot of good people here. Trying to see, I put a lot of pellets and a lot of. Okay, that was a good drop. Hmm, these freaking little things are coming back. Are they in this tank too? No, but when it comes to just get a new, just get a new, because this is something that you're gonna have running for a long time. It's not a something that you're just gonna set it up and forget about it. You're gonna set it up and it's gonna grow with you. So I rather if you be able to get a system that brings a sump and all that all together, a water box, it's kind of a lot of money, but you're not gonna regret it because if you start like let's say like I started this tank, you're gonna continue upgrading because you're gonna learn more and you're gonna want better things to it. So, or you want the plumbing this way, or you want, because even though at the end you don't see the plumbing, but it's a satisfaction that you know how your plumbing is set up. So I rather buy a new tank, brand new, if you could get it from a nice company. I mean, it's many companies out there that you could search for the size of tank that you want. They come with some, all the plumbing is there. It's a plug and play basically. I rather you spend good money and good equipment to start the tank with than start with a used tank and then let's say a year later when the tank is doing its best, it start leaking out of nowhere and then you gotta invest that money that you needed to invest at the beginning. So that's where I'm at right now. If I'm planning to get a water box in the near future, so it's near than too far in the future. And I'm gonna go all out with it. Why? Because it's gonna be a tank that I'm gonna have for years to come. And I know it's a lot of money. It's about what maybe the tank itself is gonna be $2,000. It comes with stand, sump, all that. But then I'm gonna add the lights. I'm gonna add equipment in it, good equipment. The tank can run easily 10, 15 years. Who knows? If I do the maintenance right, then the equipment will last forever. Not forever because eventually things wear it out. But I'd rather do that less investment than going to Opeclo and get myself this 80-gallon shallow reef with nothing in it. Now I gotta add the sump. That's more money. Because sometimes you see it, yeah, it's cheap because you get it for a cheap price. But when you start adding stuff, for that, just swipe that credit card, get that tank, and pay a little by little, and and forget about it. You have a nice tank that you could display that you're not gonna feel shame of, because it happens a lot. You know, I going through DIY stands to original stands to this DIY again, but I made it more professional looking so it could look better. But I'd rather have a nice stand like all this water box and Red Sea tanks has because they look amazing. It's a nice height. You can work on the bottom real nice. So my last answer is just if you're gonna get wet completely. Not only the tip of your toes or the tip of your hands or your hair. Get wet completely. Go underwater, put that scuba diving, and let's go. Let's do this. Because trust me, this is something that you think it's gonna be, a short time because of we get this fever inside and we want to do this, we want to do that. But once you start understanding what's going on in the reef, you'll be like, whoa, this is I'm in some up level shit, like you a freaking scientist now. Like scientists now or biologists are coming to the reefers to for answers, for info, for research, how we do these things, because we do it differently than the way they do it. So yeah, get wet all the way, and you see, you're not gonna regret. You're gonna avoid a million headaches that I went through, and I'm pretty sure a lot of reefers in here can relate to. Upgrades and another upgrade and another upgrade. Like, look at me right now. Yeah, I do have two air primes. Great light. You put them together with a Nupsi, you could get crazy amount of part inside the tank. But I would love to have two Nupsi instead of two primes and one Nupsi. So you get what I'm saying? So, um, thank God I know good people that gave me the light for free, and then the other one was a birthday gift. But I do want to have two light. Once I'm gonna save is one less cable in the tank, and two I'm gonna have a more even because it's the same light. It's made by the same company, same lenses, same LEDs. So even though it's not that bad right now, I like the way it looks. But if I ever want to go higher and bring the intensity of the light better, more higher, then I gotta have a good light that push a lot of light through it. So you got Picasso's. And yo, I was telling you a story, and this thing started buffering, and I totally forgot. It was a long story about all this coral virus and all that. Then I forgot. Then I noticed that there was buffering. Ooh, time to get some sody. Yeah. Definitely soft. It's better, man. It's better. Trust me. It's better. It's better doing it right there at the beginning, so that way you avoid all this nonsense that we go through for not listening, or for not, yeah, we do always gonna try to save money. But in these things, especially the heart of the system, which is the sump or the skimmer, the filtration, and the tank itself, which is what's gonna house all the animals in there. And then if you can add good lights, there's one's gonna keep the corals alive in this fish. Just do it. Do it one time, forget about it. Little by little, pay it. You won't even know the you got all this nice equipment and you didn't bought it all at once. Of course, I mean, I know you probably can afford everything at once, but it's a big investment for a hobby, if you know what I mean. So it's something you want to do, slowly, and eventually, certain things when things start growing, you start meeting more people, people closer to you, and either you cheer or you can sell and you make money back. So you don't feel that bad that you spend this much money on. Like I'm scared, I bought this tank and I had to put silicone on top of the silicone they had, and I made sure my silicone went over a little more than the one they put. And I know the proper way, the right way to do is removing the silicone that's on it, and you doing it yourself. But me to be safe, because it's a cheap tank, I bought $1 per gallon. Um, I had to be careful with it and make sure that I put that extra silicone. Then you gotta be super careful with the glass because it's thin. When you get this other tanks, it's made for reefing. Yeah, yeah, we're here, brother. We're here to help you in whatever we can, bro. Oh, wow. That's nice, Angel. The zombie clowns are those with the like the reddish eyes, right? What about those freaking nano clowns that they don't grow that big, that they really like dwarf clownfish? I've been seeing them everywhere. They made for those 13 gallon tanks and all that. That's crazy. Those clowns look fire. And they well, depend where you get them from. They're expensive too. I over here where I live, they do carry them in all pet club here, and they are pricey compared to a regular clown. And that's one of my favorite fish. Believe it or not, no reef tank is a reef tank without a clownfish. That's a must. That's basically your one of the first colorful fish you get in there. And usually people start with damsel. I chromises. I hate when people use this fish just to test the tank. But they do it because they hardy fish. This fish basically like pigs. They don't care. But no fish. The way I see it, no fish should be put to stress, man. They sell them cheap, you know, and just because they sell them for $4, $7, $10, people treat them differently. They will treat clownfish. No, I treat all my fish the same. I do punish mine when they fight. I do grab them and put them in the sump, and this time I be careful whenever I pick them from the sump. Because last time I squished one and I killed them. But I love all my fish the same way I love all my coral, no matter if it's green, yellow, blue. I'm not here looking for colors. I'm here looking for growth and health in having a reef. If the color comes and look beautiful, then hey. That's a blessing from God. Every time I lose a fish or anything, I see it like I did something bad. I did something bad and God is punishing me. That's how I see it. And sometimes, yeah, I do make mistakes, like the light situation. Um, Even though the coral's being happy all this time, but probably the Susan is overworking and they exhausted by the end of the day. They already tired. So I'm pretty sure that's why some are not the one to bring all these colors out. They're not doing what they're supposed to do because they exhausted. So now I'm pretty sure that we are gonna see a difference in coloration in the tank, better growth. Now that we can have the windows open, the pH is gonna stay higher. My pH right now is in the higher 8.38, 8.4. Well, that's good. It's not the CO2 scrubber. I want to make it just to give people options, not buying this expensive containers for no reason when you can make it yourself. I'm just gonna sell the DIY version. That's all. Same thing with the waste collector. It's a DIY version. It's not gonna look pretty as this so-called professionals make it, but it works. It does the job. I love this waste collector I just made, man. That joint is fire. And I'm not the first one doing them. Um, Layla's Reef told me the I don't know. I think it's a he. Um, that he got the same containers and he did one himself or herself. And I didn't look at hers, but because she don't got pictures of it or he don't got pictures of it, but it's fire. It's something a good container, size container that you could do anything with it. I can do nothing when crawfish fry start killing each other. And yeah, I killed 200 fried. Don't be mad. I mean, it was not my fault. Yeah, man, things happen. Things happen. Like this three fish that I lost in this past week. It, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. It was meant to happen. There's nothing I could have done to prevent that. One, yeah, the one thing I could have prevented was grabbing the fish, but I'm an impulse grabber too. It was a birthday gift, and the guy went out of his way like he's done so many times, and and even if me getting those fish got my tank sick, it's not his fault. I said it yesterday. It's not his fault. It's my fault for not freshwater dip or having a quarantine tank. So that's where I'm at with that. It will be sad if I lose some of the fish I got here. Let's say maybe velvet that got in the system. Um, the rest of the fish look good so far. I don't see nobody with heavy breathing or gills looking kind of swollen, other than that clown. Um, so I'm talking about that. Let me do the treatment right now. So it says in this bottle, turn off protein skimmer, UV sterilizer, remove carbon, filtration, or any absorbent media. Phosphate absorbent media are okay. Determine the total water volume, including filtration system, for freshwater and marine. Marine at 1 ounce, 30 mils of Raleigh for 10 gallons. 30 liters of total water volume. Apply Raleigh once per day for at least 3 days. Longer treatment period may be required for a heavy or persistent infection. Safe for all fish, including scaleless plants, corals, and invertebrates, not for treatment of ick, will not affect biofiltration. Warning: safe when used in combination with kick ick, but not recommended for use with other treatment, chemicals, or drugs, not for human or animal use or consumption, for hobby aquarium use only, not for use in commodities for humans or animal consumption. I don't have an expiration date for what I'm seeing in this bottle because I have this bottle for a while now. So 30 mils for every 10 gallons. That's a lot. 30 mils. But I'm gonna do not 30. I'm gonna do 15 mils, and I got 70 gallons. Let's say a total water volume. That's 20, 40, 20. Okay, so 60 will be, yeah, about 60 mil. I'm just gonna cut that in half. The water's gonna get green just like if it was um, aminos. I'm just gonna do 20 mils, just light dosage. I don't wanna go crazy with this stuff. I did the other treatment. Hold on, I gotta find my reactor cable. I don't know which one it is. All right, skimmer's off. Let me turn off the UV sterilizer. Off. That way it's good. The reactor, I'm gonna shut it off anyway because I gotta clean it. So, reactor cable, where are you? Which one are you? I think this is you. Are you this one? All right, reactor cable, where are you? Where did you go? You gotta be one of these. Okay, you're this one. I finally found this. Oops, that's not the right one. This one is the right one. Let me see. Okay. Ha. Don't tell me you are connected over here. You are. So this is you, and I did find you. Yep. Okay, you are right over here. Mm, Gotcha. I found you. So you should be shut down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep, that's the one. Okay, so reactor skimmer and UV sterilizer is off. So now I'm gonna start this treatment because this one needs to get in the tank. Do you? Do you? That you're going to agree? I am. I am gonna agree. I'm sorry, corals, if this medicine kill you, but I care about you, such as how much I care about the fish. And that look like aminos. But we did 20 meals today, nighttime, and we're gonna do 20 more meals tomorrow. I should have dumped it in the return pump so I could go through the whole system. What a dummy. You know what? I'm gonna add 10 more meals, 30 meals, so I could do that. So I could go through the whole system. And let's dump it over here. There we go. So I used this stuff before in the tank with corals in it, so I know it's safe for it. It says it in the bottle anyway. Did you get my message? What I sent you on IG? I gotta look it up. I think I did. I'm not 100% sure. 1 month ago. Yeah, it all depend. By all depend. This thing goes. I see the traffic differently. I think on Wednesdays and Thursdays. I think I get around 10 to 15 people watching. I guess all depend what people are doing that day or the parts of the world, you know. Because I do get people thanks to South Reef. I get people from Mexico, which they told me to do a live stream in Spanish, and I haven't done. I got to do one in Spanish, you know, because I got a lot of followers that are Spanish, and they prefer things in Spanish. Now that I know how to speak Spanish, I do know how to speak, of course, my first language, but talking reefing in Spanish, uh, I know the polyps they call them politos. Um, reef es un arrecife. Uh, corales es almost the same thing. Corals, corales. Um, eh, stability, estabilidad. So little things. I know a couple little things, but I gotta find a day and let people know, you know, so people not only speak English, they don't feel bothered. I know some of my followers they trolls and they go in there, they hear me talking Spanish and they go blah 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 blah. That happened to me before, so I do feel bad, you know. Reef I think is around here in the tri-state area too. That's my right hand man. But yeah, it's funny, man. When I did one time I did one in Spanish and no, it was a regular video because some people ask me to do videos in Spanish, and I know if I do both, I know I'm gonna get more traffic in the channel. And trust me, I would love to have, even though I talk all this crap about YouTube and followers and that, anybody would love to have a lot of people following you and liking what you do and maybe if one day get paid, you know, like why not? Especially getting paid for something that you love doing. But it's not my first priority right now. But I know if I do make That was one of my goals last year. I say I'm gonna make the video in Spanish and then I'm gonna, or in English, and then I make it in Spanish. And I and, and it's crazy because you think, okay, I can speak Spanish and it's gonna be I'm gonna get more traffic, but in Spanish also the same way. You gotta know how to speak what you're trying to say, and it's not like I say much anyway. You know, I basically is my streams is about my tank and my experience, kind of like doing a week to week video, but I just do it basically in a day to day video or stream day to day every other day. For some people, it get boring. A lot of people like watching stuff like this. So eventually, once this gets around more and it's gonna get to people that like to watch this type of videos or type of stream, there is nothing in the stream, you know. I just go my daily day, um, just like what I call the channel or my logo, the simple way of reefing, because it's you guys don't see me here like working with too much tech and too much this, too much that. You know, it's just simple, a simple setup, one skimmer, one reactor, now one dosing pump, and running cold water, good lighting, nice flow. That's it. You know, and I try not to get crazy. Oh, and the refugium, of course. You know, but this is basically my thing is just showing people that you can have a nice thing. Don't fall for all this. You know, it's good to have technology, bum bum, but that's what's going on in the whole world right now. They're trying to make everything automated. You know, and it's sometimes automated is good, sometimes not. Like right now, I'm having problem with my Wi-Fi bar. You know, so it's still working normal. I hope. What time is it right now? Because one of my lights supposed to shut off at any time now. If not, I'm gonna have to do it manually, and I think I am gonna have to do it manually because my prices are dimming, and by now one should have been off already. No way, I gotta do that shit manually now. Huh. Ah, 'cause the Noopsy, the Noopsy has its own timer, but the Orfix don't. So the Orfix are working with the timer of the bar. So what I'm gonna have to do is connect a timer to a new power bar with no Wi-Fi in it. I don't know, but I don't know. They supposed to go off. One I think one turns off at 10, and I think it's past 10 already. And the other one at 10:30. So I think we way past that time already. So I don't know why they didn't turn off. Now that I'm talking about the time, yeah, now I realize they didn't turn off. So they off the Wi-Fi right now. Earlier they were working fine, but once we started messing with it, it's not working no more with the time 10:48. Yeah, so I gotta do it manually. Yeah, I noticed it now because I look at the primes, and the primes is the last one to turn off. I'm gonna leave it probably. Let's wait until 11 and see if at 11 one turns off. Hmm. Yeah, you see, that's another headache. That's why I don't like the Wi-Fi situation, man. Because once the equipment goes off and the Wi-Fi thing can find it, it's a problem. It's a problem. And the corals know, excuse me, and the corals know at what time the lights go off, especially the SPS, that all the polyps go out at night. That's what I'm seeing now. This coral here knows the lights are about to turn off, and already the polyps are out. So, damn, I gotta get another. I mean, if I can get that one to work again with the Wi-Fi there, I don't know. I'm gonna have to either get a new one or just look. I got a timer right here. Look, I have a timer right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect this one straight in. I wish I don't know if you connect one side only, the other one, the whole thing will work as one unit. That way I connect the top one and then connect all three lights. Well, I got four lights, so shit. Oh man, now that I think about it, it's all right. No, no worry. Rescue things happen, and it happened the other day, and the lights been working normal, even though I can connect to the app. Uh, Now since we messed with it today, I guess the app is brand new right now, but still can find it on the phone. So probably I know what I think is the problem. I gotta update my iOS and then the light will go through. I think that's the problem. My iOS. That's why my phone sometimes go buffering too, because I haven't done an update. I gotta pay for my update since I don't have no phone service. I only use Wi-Fi service on the phone or data. Gotta buy my data. I think that's what's going on. Oh man, next week I'm gonna be broke because I'm gonna update the phone so it could go through and all these things stop happening. Yeah, if I turn off the Orfex right now, the tank is completely dark. New phone, yes. I need a new phone. I gotta buy me a new phone. So please, fish, take this treatment that I just gave you. Okay. I'm sorry if I put any other new fish that got you guys sick. So forgive me. Hmm. My rest not looking good either. Oh man. His his skin looked differently, and I think he bumped himself with something. Wow, my lights are not working, man. Man, I'm gonna be mad. Damn. I wonder if I test alkalinity now that I put the medicine in the tank, it will affect my. Anyway, I'll wait until the morning. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm definitely gonna turn off this joint because I want my corals to stop wasting energy, extra energy when they don't need to. So where's this freaking button? Where are you, button? All right, they're gonna turn off. Yep. Oh, come on, turn off. There we go. That's how the tank's supposed to look right now. Yeah, bah. Yeah. Fish, fish. Believe it or not, if I mean, I think they do put ammonia reducer on those bags when they come overseas. Um, some fish travel more than 48 hours. When they come from the Indo-Pacific, Australia, all these places. Remember, when they bring them from over there over here, they traveling a long, long time, and they go from one facility to another facility to another facility until they get to your store. So they do survive. 3 hours, even more than that. I have had fish more than more than 5 hours in a bag with no problem. Fletcher right. Been a minute, brother. What's going on? So I like this view of the tank. You guys probably can see it that good when the DMT light is hitting that one. You can see how bright the colors are, like the greens, the reds. But it's time for me to show you guys this tank instead. And I'm sorry, I got you guys. Let's show you guys this one now for a little bit, so you guys can get a full view. Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah, they're gonna be good. But listen, like I said, bro, if I gotta travel all the way over there, wherever you are, man, we do it, man. That's one of my goals, of like when it comes to videos, I would love to go to places and see what people are doing. Um, like you love breeding fish, and I would love going to your place and you explaining all this stuff. So if one day, I see a pair of my clowns starting to breed, because I was gonna try. I think I just started a setup. I was trying to do a pots and Rutherford or Fido setup, and I never finished it. I didn't even got it started. I know I did the container setups and all that, and I never, cause my clown they have babies, and but they didn't make it. They end up eating them. This one and the other female, they end up eating the babies. So it's stuff that I would love to learn. That's all that stuff always call my attention. You guys can see the glass here. I don't know if you guys be able to see the glass. Let's see sideways. You guys can see it's full of copepods, man. There's thousands and thousands of copepods in the glass. Hard to see the specks. There we go. Oh no 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 no! Focus on this one right there. There's a lot of copepods. Oh nice nice. Damn, dinos sucks. I had dinos once and oof, that's a tough freaking bacteria, algae, whatever that joint is to get rid of, man. When I moved the tanks, everything dropped, everything, and started seeing this bubble stringy thing. I said, oh no, stuff that I never thought I was gonna get. But I started doing 2 days blackout, then with the with a RODI tooling sucking whatever I could have sucked out of the thing, then the rest blowing it, let it go down to the filter, change the filter pad, and just turn on the light for 1 day, and then do it 2 more days, and until I finally beat it. And then I heard, that means because your levels are off and this and that, not enough nutrients and phosphates in the water, blah 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 blah. I started heavy feeding and I stopped. Some people say stop feeding and this and that. No, you need to feed. I mean, in my case, that's what I did. I started feeding, 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 and got all those levels back up and it stopped. So dinos benefit more from light than food in the tank, in my experience. That's in my experience. Everybody has different experience. And that stuff work on Fletcher. You should try and breathe at the castle that I'm going to give you and make buck money. Probably like wow, 200, or at least 100. Definitely, brother. Black for 3 days, yeah. Yeah, the blackouts they work, man. They work big time. That should get weakened quick, and it's easy to get the tank back on track. Oh, there goes the other light. Now we all in the dark. There goes my blackout now. And we move to the sumpy sump. So I finally connected a doser to the tank. I moved the count washer out of the ATO. Now we dosing it. Um, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Let me, now that I say that, I'm gonna put you guys down for a sec. Let me see. Right here, where you guys can see me. Yep, right here. You guys can see me good right there, right? Let's see. Let me put a little bit back. My bad. I'm not gonna be able to read what you guys say now. I just gotta increase my dosing. 3 times Dinos champion. Nice, nice. Now you guys can see nothing there. Oh, easy peasy. What I'm doing, all I gotta do is just put you guys here in the chair, flip the phone. Let me see. Yep, and I'll be right here because I gotta increase my dosing. All right, enter, set programming, phone. Yes, enter, for 00. Yep, 4 mils. Now let's increase that to 8 mils. Enter, 8 mils. Enter, 8 mils. Enter, 8 mils. Enter, for 8 mils. And the six is 12 mils. 8 mils. Oh, what up? And then this one is 12 mils. 12 mils? Yeah. Okay, so this one goes to 2. Then remove 1. Goes to 12 mils. Enter. Now we'll move back to this one. 8 mils. 8 mils. 8 mils. 8 mils. Oop, almost done, guys. Almost done. I felt like a pro working with a doser pump. Thanks to John Silver. And then the last one is 12 mils also. Boom. Move arrow. Increase 1. Enter. and enter. Yeah, and escape. Boom. And it's set up. Okay. So I'm dosing 200 mils a day. So now I'm gonna see if it's gonna increase too much. It's supposed to just keep it stable where it's at right now. 3 times Island Champion. Have a good night. Same to you, Salisbury, man. Thank to you. Thank you for being here, brother. Same thing. Have a good night. Too clean. I had to dose phosphate and nitrate. Damn. I do have that too. It's crazy because I test nitrate this morning and I got 3 tests for nitrates. One red, zero. It wasn't detectable. The Hannah low range nitrate read over 5 ppm. So I gotta do the red C one. I didn't do it because I haven't done that one yet, but I will do it. I've been lazy all these past days. I finally cleaned my skimmer today. It was super dirty. Now I gotta clean the reactor. Now that it's off, so it's fine. That it's there the way it is. All I have in there is carbon, so I'm just gonna keep it in there for now until in the morning. I don't want to take that thing out of there. And then I'm gonna clean the UV sterilizer at the same time. Um, I'm supposed to be getting my other UV sterilizer. I did reach out to the guy. I won a giveaway, a UV sterilizer giveaway. I did one. It's what? Coral Life 18 watts UV sterilizer that I'm gonna put in the system if I find a good spot for it. I don't want to continue connecting things to this system and then everything's gonna be all cluster up and I cannot even work around the tank. And right now, if you guys look behind that over there, it's a mess of cables. Watt tank doesn't have a mess of cables. It's hard to do cable management with all this stuff that we got connected. Um, but that's what I'm trying to do with this system. Like, I'm probably gonna end up doing a new stand so I can have more space in the bottom. That's what I'm been thinking of. Or make the move and get a 75. I'm not sure. I'm not sure for now. This is a temporary solution right now for all the stuff that I got. That way I could put. But the thing is, if I get a 75, then I gotta move my lights spread apart, and then all I got is 24-inch bars. I don't think they will cover a 75 gallons. It's like I need four of them. I do have four, but not four equal. They two or twos and two or threes. Yeah, it's a big challenge, and you it's a big challenge. The corals, um, the water gotta be extra. It's like the levels gotta be where they need to be. But once it's a for me, I find a joy or an enjoyment when you see things growing and you be like, whoa. I thought like I don't know if you had them before, but try them, man. Try them. Start with some, you can have a simple setup and it has softies in it, has those, and like you could run it with a hang on back. I could run this whole system with a hang on back filter. Just water changes and a hang on back filter. Um, I seen guys. Me and John was talking about earlier. Tenerife. I don't know if you guys seen this guy. Tenerife. Look it up on YouTube. It's Tenne Reef, I think it is. Tenerife, that's how you spell it. And this guy has an amazing SPS tank with a tiny little Eheim filter inside the tank. No sump, just power heads, a freaking nice light. He got T5, Hingham filter, filter skimmer, and a just corner Eheim filter, bro. A corner Eheim filter that only holds carbon, and all you gotta do just keep up with your water changer. I'm not sure he do. I think he do have a doser in it, just to keep a two-part doser. But that's about it. That's about it. The tank, you look at the tank, it's on top of the freaking table that has no sump, and you be like, whoa. So you the one that can make her as hard as it can be. Like I'm doing all this equipment and all this stuff, reactor. I don't need a reactor. I could easily, all I got in there is carbon. I could easily dump it in here and have that space free. You know what I'm saying? All is in this summer, the skimmer, the heater, this power head here just moving the water, the ATO over there, and the heater in the bottom of here. That's about it. And of course, I did connect my chiller and, the pump for the reactor. That's when it comes a cluster of cables. That's why you got the big system, water change, and that's why I went pair, one pair, and that's it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's you know, for what you do with breeding, like for me, I see that impossible, because I don't know nothing about it. Um, and this is how a lot of people like how I saw corals at the beginning. For me, wow, I can't ever do that. And then I started learning about equipment. I say, wow, no, that's too much. It's gonna be pulling too much light, and worry about if I catch the house on fire and all this stuff. And I keep connecting things, the pH Pro, the doser now. Um, if you let me, I keep connecting more stuff in it. And but when it comes to it, if I start taking things off, I could take the skimmer off. I could take the reactor off. I could shut down the refugium. Just keep the ATO, the return pump, and the heater in there. I can remove the dosing pump and do everything manually. Do water changes, uh, test. Of course, I got to test and dose everything manually, and I could keep the system going. But once you learn, if you have a piece of equipment that could take time from you doing it, and you can have more time enjoying the tank than working on the tank, then you're gonna go 100% for that. Because a lot of people, I get it. A lot of people get out of the hobby because of that. They say, "Oh no, it looked like too much work, blah 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 blah." And it's true. To get a tank the way that I got mine right now, it took some work to get it there. But right now, I could keep my hands away from the tank, have all these things set up, and I could sit back and enjoy the reef. I just gotta worry about the ATO, and if that's a problem that I gotta fill it up every other day, then I get a bigger bucket, 5 gallon bucket, put it on there, and call it a day. Put it right here, boom, boom, and that's it. Call it a night. And I don't have to worry a whole week without adding more water to that container. But the reason why I don't do a 5 gallon one, because you never know, the ATO get messed up and it goes off, and they just dump 5 gallons of water in there. You're gonna drop a lot your salinity. So that's what I try to avoid, using 5 gallon buckets. Even though I eventually I'm gonna get one. For real. Yeah, I mean, for now, I ain't gonna get a pair of cardinals, the Bengal cardinals. Those they mouth breeders, so it'd be a little easier to keep those alive than the clowns that they gotta go through metaphors, metamorphosis, and all that. Um, but everything for me in reefing so far, it's been fun. No matter how hard it is, it's been fun. Is like you should have saw me today with John here. John Silva knows a lot, and I was just sitting here just listening to him, listening because the guy knows his stuff. You know, he do a lot of research. He's been in the hobby for a lot of years. He's been on and off, and now he's back in the hobby, and he knows a lot. So that's the people that I like to surround myself, so I can learn more and more and more. You know, so I will I'll ask a lot of questions the day that I start breeding fish, because I do want to have all that, man. You see, hopefully all these dreams and all that that I got in my head that I want to accomplish with this hobby, they come through before God decides to take my life. So we'll see. But anyway, guys, I love the conversation, but it's getting late. It's what 11:16. Wow, we've been here. I thought it was gonna be a quick one because I had low battery, but I made it go a little longer. That's not bad. So I apologize for having the camera sideways and then all over the place. Today I didn't charge the phone on time. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Saul. Thank you, everybody that came through. Chimp, Stray Reefer, Insane Reefer, all of you guys, Reef Cube. If I forget anybody, I apologize. Look it up. My even my headphones are dying too. So thank you so much for being here. Like always, a pleasure having you guys here, just listening to me. So I see you guys in the next one, brothers and sisters. See you. Thank you.